I've owned this X-Type for around probably 2.5 years now. I bought it when it was 10 years old, and it's now finally time to say goodbye to it. Overall, it's been a fantastic car. It's a 3-litre V6, all-wheel drive, 230 brake horsepower petrol. It's got bags of room in the back. The boot is a really spacious boot. I mean, I've done some DIY trips in here that would stagger belief. If you drop the seats down, you can feed things right through to the dashboard. You get really long items in. It's a really useful, practical car, and it's fun to drive as well. Handling is really sharp. It's got the low profile 18-inch wheels. It's got the sat nav. It's got the electric memory seats, heated memory seats. It's got the sunroof as well, which is a nice addition, unusual, and it's a manual. I mean, you don't see many manuals. It's a sport premium. You've got the Bluetooth phone. You've got the 6 CD changer, which again is a bit out of date. The audio connection module would have maybe been better. Overall, it's been a great car to own. There have been a few problems with it. Nothing beyond what you'd expect of a 12-year-old car. I mean, it's 10 years old when I bought it. It's had things like spark plugs, injectors, discs, calipers, pads, a hub. It's had quite a few bits and bobs done over the last 2.5 years. However, every little thing that's been done hasn't been too expensive. It's an X-Type, so yes, it's a Jaguar, but it is actually got a lot of Ford underpinnings under it. So it means if you go to Euro parts and you do the work yourself, you can keep these on the road without spending too much money. It's probably equal first favourite car I've owned so far, along with my MX-5. But again, the MX-5 loses out to this because this is so useful. I'd say the thing that kills it is the maintenance isn't something everyone could live with on a car this old. The tax, if you get a newer one, would be £500, but this one, it's as new as you can get before the threshold went up, so you only pay £285. But the fuel consumption is pretty rotten, really. At the moment, I've been driving quite cautiously and doing some good long runs, and I'm showing 16 to the gallon, but most of the time I'm showing less than that. It's a cracking car if you don't do many miles and you need something practical but can be sporty when you want it to be. It's not a bad bet at all. But for motorway cruising, you probably want something that's a bit more frugal. And again, if you need a car that you can rely on a day-to-day basis, then maybe getting something a little bit newer. But yeah, it's been great. I've really enjoyed the Jaguar X-Type, and I'll probably go back to Jaguar again one day, but for the moment I'm moving away from the brand.